met soldiers at war and set eyes upon distant shores. Long have I traveled across these lands.
Skip it up that.
My mustache
Okay.
looks really good today, so that's a plus.
Welcome back to episode 25 of the Exillian Expanse, aptly titled Let Faith Reign. Last we left off, we are amongst the various citizens of the grand spectacle that is the Festival of the Luminary. You guys were invited to the Great Covenant of the Pyre, and in the High Temple Gardens, you and a good 300 odd citizens gathered to watch Valessa's sermon, shall we say. As she began speaking, Bellini very quickly caught on that this was a little bit more than just a simple celebration of the deity of light, and instead more an oath to the Lord of Torment. And as she began chanting, you watched as all those different citizens all around you began to fall, bleeding from almost every orifice. Bellini, you said a prayer of yourself and managed to save at least 12 of them, one of which being Charlie, who has now begun to run towards two of the priests that were gathered with Valessa as she disappears in a vast wreath of smoke and flame. The pyre of the Covenant stands at the center. It has been lit as you hear that breaking of the third chain to the Lord of Torment. As you can see on Tailspire, you have 3 combatants currently in front of you. There's one in a very high sun ceremonial robe. They're quite tall. His teeth sharpened, and his eyes like the color of like a deep and dark red wine. Next to him is someone you've actually met every now and then, although I never named. She's often following around Valessa quite a lot. And looks very similar. She has a long tumbling blonde hair. Her name is Sira, and she's got different singed, hemmed on parts of her robes and bandages, and you can see each part's dripping with a little bit of oil. The last one is a gaunt and skeletal man. He's quite wide, but a lot of his skin sits heavy on the bone. He's wearing pristine outer vestments of the Luminary, and then covered with a dark steel armor. As the 3 of them sort of look your way, and we are jumping immediately into a little bit of combat as you watch Valessa disappear, telling you that you have one more day. Can we have those initiative rolls, please, right now?
It's a 7 for Lorea.
Okay.
Great.
18 for Geo.
How much for Geo?
18.
18. 7. And Bellini?
11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. Geo, you are up first.
Let's see. I am going to jump down and then run over to this person and try and hit them with Dreadfall.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
26 definitely hits.
Do the lighting change.
I know. I thought it'd be more thematic.
And then they're going to take 10 damage.
Okay. That is pink.
And for my bonus action, I am going to get big.
Ooh, let's go. We love how we stand for a
yeah.
big boy. Next up is purple. He is going to run towards Geo, seeing that you are first in there, and he's going to attack you twice.
Okay.
Where are my dice? One. Oh, there it is. Okay, the first one is a natural 20.
That definitely hits.
You can. No, you can't. No, those are-
Not yet.
not yet.
So that is it is only 6 piercing damage, but you are paralyzed.
Can I use my reaction in Cloud Rune to make him attack the person next to me instead?
Yes, you may.
So now the person that I attacked is paralyzed.
Yep, I did realize that. 6.
So which one is paralyzed? The one with the shield or the one with the book?
Shield.
Gotcha. And the one with the book is wearing armor, you said?
Yes,
Is it metal armor by chance?
it is. The second one is a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And you are paralyzed.
Okay.
Bellini, you're up. With Ku
Great.
on deck.
I am gonna look at the one who just paralyzed my friend, aka this one, and I'm gonna cast heat metal on its armor that it is currently wearing. Aka get fucked the spell. So heat metal. Hold on. Where are you? It is. The spell is as follows. This is what happens to this dude because he's fucked. If a creature is holding or wearing the object, choose a manufactured metal object such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. Cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when he casts the spell, and until the spell ends, as a bonus action, I can cause the damage to happen again. If any creature is holding or wearing the object, it takes damage from it. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on the attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn, because it can't take its armor off as a bonus action or as a free action. It's fucked. So yeah, it takes 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Nope. Oh no, I don't have F summoned, so. Takes 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And until the start of my next turn, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
Because it's currently encased in hot armor. So that's my action, and then as a bonus action, I cast Shillelagh on my stick.
All right. Ku, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna move right away. I'm instead going to throw 2 daggers at magenta the bitch with a sword or a shield down here.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is. Oh, god damn it. That's only a 9.
A 9 misses.
What about a 17?
17 hits.
Phew, thank god. How much? Goddamn dice. 22 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, good lord. Okay.
And then I am gonna. Nope, that's. I'm gonna start moving over towards Charlie.
Sure.
Maybe.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving over towards Charlie. I just couldn't tell how far I could get. So right there.
Okay, you watch
Right.
as the priest at the back begins to move his hands, and you see this wave of red begin to form around him as you watch different small, almost spike-like globules of blood begin to whip around him. He's going to cast Spirit Guardians. And then he's going to have a little jaunty overstep over here.
I'm too late for that. Never mind. I was excited.
So I need Geo to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 12.
That is a fail.
Do you have anything that lets you reroll that?
No.
15 points of radiant damage. And let's see if I've got something that can show that. Oh, nice. I do. So it needs to be...
Nice.
15 feet, so 5, 10. That needs to be bigger. There we go. That is quite cool. I didn't realize I could do that. That is his action and his bonus action. So, Lorea, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, as a bonus action. Let me check one thing really quickly. Okay, no. Okay, then I guess I will have to go here,
Mm-hmm.
just outside of that that radius, and I'm going to cast 2 beams of Eldritch Blast on purple guy. First roll to attack is 25 to hit.
Hits.
I'll roll the second attack roll, 25 as well. Okay, cool beans. That is, let me see. That is a total of 11 force damage,
Mm-hmm.
of 2 necrotic damage, and 5 radiant damage on him. And his speed is reduced by 10 if he starts his turn within 10 feet of me. So unless he gets pushed away, his speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
And that is my turn. I'll end it.
Okay, you watch as the final priest sort of touches on her face, and a small tattoo that was on there seems to fade. And then she raises her hand as a shadow begins to manifest behind Bellini.
Counter spell.
Ooh, okay.
3rd level.
It's not a spell, so it can't be counterspelled. Apparently.
Oh, do I lose my reaction?
No, you don't. You just don't use it.
I can't do it. All right.
So yeah, they are going to conjure a shadow. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's an actual thing. It's a shadow. Give me the. Son of a bitch.
Telling you no.
What? I know what to do. Don't worry.
Let me quickly.
Also, I'm glad none of you have to observe me on Tailspire, because I do just hold Q and E and have the map spin a lot.
We
They
did
are
see the
going
radius,
to
spin.
melee attack you with one of their big old shadowy claws.
Are they gonna try to touch me?
Yeah. 18 to hit.
No, that misses.
Can they do anything else? Nope, that's all they're gonna do. Geo, it is your turn.
I am paralyzed.
Yes.
So is that a saving throw for me to try and get out of being paralyzed?
Excellent question. No, just until the start of the next turn.
I'm no longer paralyzed.
No, start of their next turn.
Oh,
you're
so I can't
still
do anything.
paralyzed. Okay. Next up is the priest. He is going to
Purple or the one with Spirit Guardians?
purple. He is going to attack Geo, I guess. I was thinking he might do something else, but there's not much
Right
else.
there, it makes sense.
Yeah. First one is an 8,
That misses.
and the second one is a dirty 20. That's
That
bad,
hits.
bad boy. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Since you were already... Oh no, because it just started. Wait, is it
Yep.
till the end? To the start. Oh yeah, so you're paralyzed again. Awkward.
Oh my god.
Wait, the one with the shield is the one who paralyzes, or the one with the book is the one who paralyzes?
The book.
The book.
Oh, okay. And he's the one who just hit Geo.
Yep.
Yes.
He has to make that dirty 20 with disadvantage because heat metal.
I did.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry, I tried.
It would have been
I'll
higher.
just sit here and
Um,
take the damage for like 5 rounds. It's fine.
It's fine, I'm working
Bellini.
on it. Cool. Bonus action, dude with heat metal. Actually, no. Action. I summon Eth in the square behind purple and the book guy. So that's my action. Yeah. They need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. So that is this one.
And Book makes it with disadvantage.
So the lady with the shield makes a 16.
That passes.
And Mr. Book Boy is a 8.
That fails. So Mr. Book Boy takes 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I heat that dude's armor even more. So he now takes 3d8 fire damage because F is summoned.
Didn't you use a bonus action to summon Eth?
No, F is an action.
Ah, okay.
So that's 8, 14, 18.
Okay.
That guy takes 18 fire damage.
Nice.
How do you want to do this?
His armor glows, and then there's a flash, and he crumples, all burned up.
Just melted a man with his armor.
Yeah, there's just like an armor-shaped burn hole through this man. As he asphyxiates to death.
Okay. As you watch the flames begin to consume his body, it rears the flesh off, leaving a skeleton. And as it goes to fall, you see its eyes glow like this deep green, and then just looks up at Bellini. He is a priest of Ozypus. So he is going to come back with half his hit points. And a new found vengeance for Bellini.
Cool. His armor is still hot.
Yep.
And then F takes the dodge action at the moment. Don't tell him to do anything.
Obviously, for above table, he is now undead. He wasn't before. If that changes things, I don't know. Q, you're up.
All right. Let me get some distances real quick. All right, I'm gonna shuffle about 5 feet this way just to get more in range, and then I'm gonna throw 2 psychic daggers at the priest with spirit guardians up.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, hell yeah, that's a 21.
Yep, that works.
And 17 points of psychic damage.
Very nice.
Nice.
Anything else?
I do have bonus action attack, but they make that concentration save for spirit guardians.
Yep, they passed.
Okay. 19 to hit them.
Yeah, that works.
7 more psychic damage and another concentration check.
Yep, that's a pass.
God damn it. Alright, well, that is, I'm gonna move a little bit this way and then end my turn.
Let me just check something. Okay. Okay. I thought it was a concentration spell. It's not. The priest that Q hit, so the one with spirit guns up, is going to step. Where can I get you? Here.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I need to make another one since I'm still in the range.
My whiz save is 23.
So you make it on the start of your next turn, right?
Okay.
What was your wisdom save, sorry?
23.
Yep, that passes. So you only take half damage, which is 7 points
Okay.
of necrotic.
4.
Yeah.
Or 3. I keep forgetting which way we go.
Down, so 3.
3 points of necrotic. Perfect.
He's then going to roll something that I need to figure out. Then plus
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
My boss called me, and normally doesn't call me on Saturday unless something brings up. But we're good.
yeah, he is going to cast sleep. And I
Counterspell.
do believe the only person. Did you counterspell it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck all of that. I should have counterspelled his Spirit Shroud and I didn't. Spirit Guardians. So, yeah. I don't want anyone to be paralyzed anymore or incapacitated.
That is completely fine. So that is all he can do.
Perfect. That's hot.
Larea, it is your turn after you quickly
Alright,
snap that out of the sky.
Oh, perfect. Bonus
Does the
action.
shadow try to touch me if it's the cleric's turn?
He'd go after Larea.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it Magenta's summon? Which is last in the turn order?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh.
Alright. Bonus action Celestial Revelation, so I sprout wings. I didn't ask this last time, but I'm kind of assuming they're all immune to being frightened.
Let me quickly check.
Is the
Because-
shadow immune to being frightened? Because if not, that'd be really funny.
Well, it's only 10 feet within me currently, so it would only be purple and the Spirit Guardian Freak.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I will cast Eldritch Blast on. I'm gonna target the priests, the Spirit Guardian guy. That is an 18 to hit for the first
That
one.
hits.
Okay. Gonna give him damage in the form of 9 force damage and 8 radiant damage. And then we have sorry, there's a lot of modifiers going on. 12 necrotic damage. And I want to see him save that fucking attack.
Okay. Anything else?
Is he still concentrating on it?
Good point.
What's
Yes.
your guardian? With that much
That
damage?
Yep.
Fucking hell. Right, my second beam is also going towards him. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
This time it is a pitiful 7 force damage and nothing else, because all my bonuses have been done on the previous one. Right, is that... That's once per turn. That is. Where's my Celestial Revelation? No, that's it. Okay, and I'm going to step out of his silly little thing and go over here.
Okay.
And that's my turn. And purple has reduced speed.
Alright.
10 feet.
So the first thing is the shadow is going to try and hit Bellini again.
It can try.
That is a 22.
No, it's not.
That is a natural 20. Do I have to take?
I get to pick which one I take.
Okay.
So it's a
Thank God
22.
for that. Got me excited there, Bloom.
Nope. Not allowed. No, I'll have fun.
No
That
excitement
is
on this
8
table.
points of necrotic damage, and your
Okay.
strength score is reduced by 2.
Oof.
Yeah, I roll a nat 20 on my concentration check, so get fucked.
Nice. We love that.
Okay, time to temporarily reduce my dump stat even more.
Don't worry,
didn't
my
wanna roll
unarmed
that.
attack
God damn
is
it.
0 damage, literally. I can never punch someone with damage.
How do I modify my strength score?
There's an override.
Oh, thank you. Override.
Rolled my
The
strength,
priest
probably.
is going to.
It's now a 6, everybody. Let's go.
What are they gonna do?
Dump stat.
They're
Priest
just
is gonna
gonna.
pee its
They're
pants.
gonna wail on Geo because he's right in front
Poor
of them.
Geo.
Poor Geo.
Meh.
Geo, how
I have
are
a
you
whole lot of
feeling
HP.
Yeah, I was about to say, how are you feeling on a numeric scale of 1 to 94? How are you feeling?
62.
Okay, great.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Are you still paralyzed?
Yeah.
Chris.
That is
Even though I killed
15
the man?
points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
For the second
I'll start
one,
healing you next turn.
that is 18 to hit.
That also hits.
For 12 points of necrotic damage.
I'm back at my starting HP for Geo.
Woo!
Oh,
That's that. That's done. Can't do anything else. Geo, you're up.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes, please.
That is a 7.
14 points of necrotic damage.
I'm paralyzed. I can't do anything.
Unfortunately, so yes. No, you're not. Because technically
yeah, he
he
died.
Oh. Okay. Well, the guy that's been paralyzing me, I am going to attack him with Dreadfall.
Ooh, okay.
The first one is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And he takes 12 plus 5 damage, so 17.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna whack him again. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits. How do you want to do
Okay.
this?
Nice.
Since he's undead, I'm just going to take my hammer and smash him into the ground.
Yeah, you
And then
just
can I
see a
also steal his
plume
soul?
of bones. Unfortunately not, because he is undead.
Oh,
So he doesn't have
dang.
one.
Fair.
If you had done it before, then yes, maybe.
Damn. But I'm not the
Uh,
one that got him down to 0. That was Bloom.
Yeah.
Bellini. So
Okay, one down. Anything else on your turn?
I am going to use my second wind as a bonus action and regain 1d10 plus 6 HP.
Nice. Okay.
And that is a total of 10. And that ends my turn.
Bellini, you're up.
Cool. Is the one who conjured the shadow spirit guardian asshole or the other one?
The other one.
Ugh, that's fine. He's so far away. God damn it. Yeah.
Guardian asshole has also been saving all of his concentration saves, even though he's been
Great.
getting pummeled.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at spirit guardian asshole. Is he also wearing armor made of metal?
Let me have a look. No.
Oh, fuck that dude then. I'm gonna. I'm gonna upcast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Cause fuck it, we ball.
Counter spell.
So that asshole. And then I'm gonna look at F and I'm gonna say that one, and F is gonna throw a fireball at him. At Spirit Guardian asshole, he's gonna fly up in the air and go,
Okay.
nanny nanny
Yeah,
boo
yeah.
boo. Fuck you, dude.
Counter
not
spell
20.
this, motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck you. That's nat 20.
Oh yes.
So F does. Hold on. It is 6 plus boop 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 3, so it's 9 plus. That guy takes 15 fire damage to the face as it throws a fireball and shakes his butt at him.
That's a pass.
And taunts Spirit Guardian asshole. And then I'm gonna choose to walk into the Spirit Guardians and walk right into the Spirit Guardian asshole's face.
Okay.
And make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Yeah. That's a 22, 16 plus 6.
Nope. So you only take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. I'm also not concentrating on the spell, so I don't really care.
Anything else on your turn?
And I burn the spell slot, right? From counterspell?
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to mark it appropriately. No, that's all. This dude's about to get hit with a big stick on my next turn.
Ku, you're up.
All right. Double check once again, real quick. Oh yeah. All right. I am gonna use my bonus action to steady aim and roll a psychic dagger at Spirit Guardian person with advantage.
Go for it.
Throw some moves there.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
$21 points of psychic damage.
That's a pass.
God damn it. Alright, well, I can't move anymore, so that's the end of my turn.
This asshole.
F also moves, so Chio has advantage.
That would be advantage on my next turn, right? Because I don't really have a good reaction to hit him.
Yeah, when you go to hit him, yeah, you have advantage.
Okay.
He F positions and just kind of pokes him with fire in the back. Tickles him a little bit.
Can wildfire
With
spirits
his
give
fiery fingers.
advantage?
I don't know. He's an ally.
But at the same time, it can't be opportunity attacked, right?
No, he can. F takes
Oh, he
opportunity attacks. Yeah.
Then he should be able to. Usually that correlates. Usually.
F is susceptible to all things that I am susceptible to, except being charmed, frightened, grappled, prone, or restrained. And he's immune to fire,
No, he can,
unlike me. Yeah.
Okay, the priest is going to... Bellini, thank you for being so close.
That's fine. He can try.
That is a 21.
Okay.
What does he do?
What is he
He's going
doing?
to bite.
Is he hitting me?
Bite.
Oh, okay.
Can't counterspell that.
That is 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
He's then going to swipe at you.
Okay.
That's a miss. That's only a 17.
Yep, that misses.
And then his final one, he's going to, as he's finishing off, draining some of your life force, you feel like a shock of electricity. 19?
That meets it. So I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh. Son of a bitch!
Get fucked.
That's that is their turn. Can they do a bonus? No. Lorea, you're up.
I'm gonna move within 10 feet of the guy. Here. Guy, girl, Sarah. I'm going to... Do I have any bonus actions left that are interesting? Sorry, I did prepare, but I just thought of that. I'll do a magic stone touch, why not? Because I have a free bonus action. And then I will cast Eldritch Blast. That will be a 23 to hit for the first beam.
23 hits.
That hits. So that'll be 5 force damage, 9 necrotic damage. No, sorry, 12 necrotic damage, and 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
They're still standing?
We are.
Alright, then I'll cast my second Eldritch Beam. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. That hits.
And 3 force damage.
Alright.
And they will have their speed reduced by 10, and that's it for my turn.
Okay. Gio and Lorea, can you both make dex saves, please? As this priest is going to cast Fireball.
Counter spell in case I still have a Shear's Boon.
You currently do.
So counter spell.
I will counterspell yours.
Motherfucker. It's level 3 spell. Does he happen to have to roll anything? No, it's gonna be the same level. Alright.
It's the same level.
Fuck you. Alright.
Rolled a 6.
Okay.
16.
Jesus Christ. 16 passes. 7
Perfect.
is a fail. 8. 19. 26 total.
And halved for me?
Yeah.
That does hurt, though.
The shadow is going to chase after Bellini. Because he's hungry. Nope. Okay, moving on. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened. Gio, you're up.
I need to make a wisdom save, don't I?
Oh, yes, please.
9.
My spirit shroud is dropped, by the way. I failed my concentration check.
Well, it's
That
good
is
to know that
17 points of
someone-
necrotic damage.
Okay, I am down.
Okay.
Well, it's good to know that someone can fail concentration checks. It just happens
Fucking
to be
hell,
us.
yeah. So unfair.
So you're down. Do you want
it's-
to roll your death saves, or do you want me to roll them for you?
You can roll them.
Okay.
It's your fault if Geo dies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
I don't
on
think
that
I've
one.
yet to fail a concentration check. Speak for
Bellini,
yourself.
can you make a wisdom save, please?
Yeah. Let's go. That's an 8.
You only take 7 points of necrotic damage, and it is your turn.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. I look at the cleric in front of me, and I
Mhm.
whack him with my stick as
Okay.
an action. It's
Imagine this is
24 to
when he
hit.
fails. That hits.
Great. He takes, because F is summoned, 8. Plus 3 is 11. Plus 3 is 14.
Okay. He passed.
And then I cast Healing Word
Okay.
as a bonus action on Geo. And he gets, hold on, bonus health because F is summoned. So that's 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 hit points.
Yeah.
And Geo's back up. And F is gonna just throw another fireball. Because he continues to use the message. Does a plus. Hold on. Keep forgetting I need to open multiple copies of my character sheet so I can have all of this open at the same time.
Who are you throwing that at?
The cleric. That's what F is doing.
He needs to make that with disadvantage because he's currently right next to that.
To the Spirit Guardian's asshole? Is he not the
Either
cleric?
way, he's in melee with someone.
No, that's fine. Okay. Does a 16 hit Spirit Guardians?
Yes, it does actually.
Yeah. Better than my 19 that I rolled. God damn it. Okay. That is. Boop. 7 points of fire damage.
Okay. Anything
And
else?
the Spirit Guardians also has to make another Constitution check. Fail.
Please fail.
That's a
You
10.
had so much damage.
God damn. Oh no, that's a fail, right?
No,
How much
Is
damage
it-
did it get?
it's either 10 or half the damage, and he only took 7.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Yeah. Bonus action, steady aim, toss a dagger at this fucking priest, and let's see. Maybe, just maybe, we can, knock him out of concentration. Or kill him. Either work. Dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
Do 22 points of psychic damage.
Mm.
How would you like to do this? As you watch him begin to
Fuck,
cast,
finally.
and his arms are wide, like you can see the robes draping down. You watch this black and red necrotic energy moving around. He was preparing to do something very, very rough.
Yeah, I think I see the vocal cords start to tremble as he starts to cast, and just one right across where those would be.
Nice.
Forever silence him.
I love that.
That was my bonus action, and I cannot move from steady aim, so that is all for me. But thank fucking God that little shit's dead.
Right?
I've never failed that many wisdom saving throws in a row.
Lorea, you're up.
Yes, I'm gonna fucking cast Eldritch Blast twice on that magenta fucking Sierra girl. So that is a 25 and a 22 to hit.
Both hit.
Perfect. So that will be, to start with, 6 force damage, which isn't great, but we'll have 8 necrotic damage. Sorry, and we'll 11 necrotic damage. I keep forgetting Celestial Revelation, and 4 radiant. And that is my turn. Their speed is reduced by 10 if they even want to move. They probably won't.
As you kill this priestess, you watch as her form begins to turn like a bone white, and the skin begins to seep into the bones. And just as she reaches out for you with like this outstretched claw, you can see that mass of necrotic energy coming for you. There's like a delightful, almost beautiful magenta shield that forms around her, and then you can see it pushing her further and further into the ground. She disappears into the soil and just keeps going and going. You have lost Ashia's boon, but he did save you from something extremely rough.
Okay. Thank you, Daddy.
That is you guys out of initiative.
Keep
For
forgetting
her,
Spirit Guardians is the good version.
she was going to cast Disintegrate.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck her. How's Charlie doing? He okay?
Yeah, Charlie, as you like look over, Charlie's just expertly fencing off like the 2 other priests that were in his next to him. You can see that one of them is more like a choir boy and has just been roped into helping. But very quickly throughout the fight, he stabs one and then gets the other one, and you watch as his hand covers their mouth, and you just see water pouring out of it and down their throat as he just drowns them until they're on their knees and they're dead as well.
I loot the bodies.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Understandable.
I'll do a little healing hands on him as well. That's 3d4. Oh.
Okay, and we can exit out Testfire, because I don't think we will need it just for the time being, but that could be subject
You
to
get
change.
6 additional hit points from me.
Yay!
I help loot the bodies.
Okay, does one of you have proficiency in investigation?
Nothing.
Say that as a no. So, Bellini, you can choose to loot one person, and Ku, you can choose to loot someone else, and roll your individual investigation checks.
I'll do the Spirit Guardian's asshole who's in front of me.
I'll do the other one.
I'll just teabag
The
one
last
of them.
one. Yeah, I'll do the last one standing.
Yo just spits on everything.
What do I find with a 12?
Which one were you looting? Just pick one.
Whichever was the last one that was up.
The one
Oh,
that
so-
heated metal. Not
Yes,
the
you find
sheer blue one.
you find like a delicate little piece of parchment that she uses to move about the city. Her name was Syrah, and she's the Hand of the Dawn Flame. You don't find much else apart from a small shard of what was a stained glass window. You can see it's glimmering softly amongst her blood. You find a little brooch that looks like a sun pin, so like a brooch in the shape of a sun. And she's gouged out the the sort of gold filigree in the middle and replaced it with a red ruby. That is 250 gold if you can sell it to someone. But apart from that, you don't find much else.
I got a 16. Do I find anything cool on the Spirit Guardian's asshole?
Spirit Gardens. You find some rosary beads. They're made from ivory and amber.
Cool.
You found some thin parchment used for mainly spells. And you also find a load of notes that he's written down in a crumpled journal. It details this cleric, his name is Elhan, is his attempts to reconcile his vampirism with his luminary faith. And the further you read into it, the more you notice it turns into a blasphemous, tortured logic. And it very much reminiscent of the sort of ramblings that you saw from Wyrdcast. So at one point he might have actually been a real cleric.
No, he's just
You
a
also
dead
find
loony.
25 gold.
I was healing Geo. Can I still investigate the corpse of the last one, the armor guy?
Yeah, make another
man?
investigation check.
That'll be 17.
Give everyone
Ooh,
6
17's
gold.
quite high.
Without any bonuses, is a +0. Just rolled really well.
That's most of the time we roll investigation.
Yeah, we have no intelligence characters. Whiz,
We have one,
quiz,
we're just
Dex.
dumb.
I thought you had high wisdom, Geo, not high intelligence.
My wisdom's 15. My intelligence is 16. But
Your
I'm not
stats are
very
really
bright. Yeah, my
Yeah.
stats are great. I'm just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, ignorance is chosen bliss, I suppose, in this case.
You find roughly 350 gold.
Oh damn.
You also find a long chain with a sort of cage at the bottom that's been carved from bone. This is a censer. You could probably sell it if you want to. There is a prayer book to the verses of the undimming flame. Again, just a blasphemous text in oath to the Lord of Torment. A lot of stuff has been rewritten in blood, with various different phrases like, "Let the light devour its shadow, and know it was always done." You also find
Eh?
a javelin of lightning. Don't know why he had that, but there you go.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. I will share the gold. So Bloom has done the notaration of 87 gold and 5 silver per person. Right? Lightning javelin? Javelin of lightning. I see it.
A lightning javelin, yeah.
Sick.
Are you proficient in javelins? Because that's a sick item.
It's pretty cool.
I'm checking to see. I'm just gonna try and equip it. See if I can. No, it's
I only
useless in
asked-
my hands.
Bellini is. I'll
I
trade you.
will give it
the
to
ring
Bellini.
I'll trade you the ring for the javelin.
Oh, you can have the javelin.
Yeah.
It does. It does fuck all damage in my hand. I'm gonna remove it from my inventory. I just picked the javelin of lightning. It's an existing thing in D&D Beyond. 87 gold and 5 silver. Awesome. And a prayer book. I've noted that down. There was a censer I have. Oh, right. I need to add that to my inventory. So there's a couple things we might need to sell. But for now, I have a prayer book and a sensor. Looted from corpse. And I'm no longer in my form of dread. I am no longer a spooky bitch. Well, I mean, in a different form.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are stood around. Charlie's busy rifling through the pockets of the people he's also killed. And there's just a strewn mess of people's bodies all around you.
I kind of look at the group and say, I don't have enough power or funerary rites to deal with all these bodies. I'm so sorry, but I think we have to leave this to the people.
Can I pray to the Trinity, the actual like luminary and Zephyrix, my god, and like bless this area?
I mean, you
Can I say like the funeral prayer?
You
It won't do
can
anything.
if you want. It
but
won't do anything. Yeah.
That's fine. I do it anyway.
Okay.
Seeing as it saved Charlie, I'm just gonna like
to sort of consecrate the grounds, you'd need a cleric.
yeah.
Even though it doesn't do anything mechanically, I will help, because even though I am like kind of a grave desecrator, I do know how funerary rites work. I'm well versed in them. So more of a symbolic thing. I'll try and help with that to give peace of mind as well to mostly Bellini in this case.
Which was the one that tried to bite someone?
Oh, that is Spirit Guardians.
I'm gonna go over and just rip out the fangs from that one.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll probably, just to be sure, sort of do an extra wooden stake jab on all of the corpses. I'm sure they're dead, but just to be safe.
Yeah, as you watch Ku sort of tear out the fangs, you go along systematically staking all of them. It's only until you get to that one that the stake sort of bursts into flame and you watch the bones of this corpse ignite into just a pile of ash.
Good pre-measure.
And then I walk over to Charlie and I go, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
And I loot this dude. I loot this dude as well.
Oh no, I
rummage through his pockets.
No, this is I already stole the stuff. It's mine.
Charlie, did you find anything cool?
Maybe.
If there's a ring of mind shielding, you have to give it to me.
Well,
is there any cool rings? You gotta give it to me.
I am no magic person, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it is magic or not, but either way, it's mine.
I am. I saved your life, Charlie. You owe me.
Well, you can't prove that. I'm sorry.
And then I kiss him. No, I don't. I don't kiss Charlie.
Then I kiss him.
God damn it, Charlie. This is why we can't.
Not enough kissing in this campaign. Honestly.
Yeah.
What are you doing with all of these bodies? Is my question.
I organize. I look at Charlie and I go, "Can you organize a mass burial for all of these people, and/or contact their loved ones?"
I mean, there's a fire in the middle of where we are. We could just have a giant cremation.
I don't feel great about that, but if that's what you guys want to do, yes, that's fine.
Why not?
Charlie, what are the burial procedures of this faraway land?
Same as usual. Bury them 6 feet deep. Hope for the best.
Cool. Do you know most of these people? And I gesture broadly.
I mean, I know like maybe 5. This is a lot of people.
I don't know what to do with all these bodies. I've never. Yeah.
Well, my guess is the guards are going to be here soon, and they will probably do something with them. So, I'm probably going to leave.
Yeah. Let's go check in with your boss. We're gonna eliminate Melissa.
Yeah, I place my hand on Malini's shoulder, and he's like, and I'm like, Lorraine's like, I don't think this is too much for us to handle. We have a day to kill an insane priestess.
You guys tell I chugged a massive coffee before D&D?
So yeah, Lorraine's vote is pretty, like, yeah, let other people deal with them. She's kind of pragmatic about it. Like, this isn't anything we can handle. We're not city officials. They should.
Yeah.
I mean,
We should check in with Maurice and let her know the plan to how we're gonna go kill Valessa tomorrow, and or banish her to the astral plane.
Yeah.
I am gonna ask Maurice if she has a bag of holding.
She does not.
Or knows somebody with one. God damn it.
They are very rare. I don't know why you keep asking.
It's an uncommon magic item.
Ow, fuck.
Wait,
Sorry.
above table question. I did open a portal to the Fey realm once by accident. Can I do it again?
I mean, I don't think so. It'd be a great feat if you were able to do that.
Figured I'd ask.
Fair enough.
That's fine. I do slowly, like once we get back underground, transfer all the items that were in my bag of holding into my regular backpack. As I prepare to shove Valessa in a bag and banish her to the astral plane.
Okay.
I want that to be known. I do prepare, so I don't scatter all of my belongings in the astral plane. Just Valessa. And a paper bag full of dog shit.
Hell yeah.
Just to really
Want some
rub it in
geo
her face.
shit mixed in with that?
Actually, no. Yeah, it's just a bag full of geo shit.
I'll contribute some shit as well. I have that doesn't translate. I have a bone to pick with her.
There you go.
Fuck, I hate translating idioms.
Here's the real thing. We need to. So, like, the real issue is we need to knock Valessa unconscious, and not kill her.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Banish her.
Like I said, I literally have 0 damage on my unarmed, and all the rest is magic. So I'm not of any help with that.
As long as I don't kill her, but I'm more likely to kill her.
Yeah.
The issue is we can't kill her.
All right.
It frees someone of torment. Yeah, we go check in with the resistance.
Yeah.
We go talk to Maurice.
Yeah, you scramble your way back down into the sort of old sewer system, back inside that quite large room with the various different sconces flickering across the wall. You can see it's been turned into some sort of makeshift war room. There's crates of different weapons. There's different sketches of maps of Obscura. There's different pins of different guard rotations, and Maurice is stood, as per usual, at the sort of desk in the far end of the room. A good half dozen rebels are currently inside. You can see they're all sharpening blades. Some of them are practicing some of their magic. Charlie just wanders off to go get a drink, and you are left with just Maurice.
Hi, Maurice. Go ahead. What did you want to ask?
No, I was just gonna say we fill Maurice in on all the bullshit, so we don't have to reiterate 4 sessions of bullshit.
Absolutely. As a reminder for me to play, or not Lorrea, because she remembers, where did we order the barrel of gunpowder to be placed?
We didn't.
We didn't, because it would have taken too many days to fill.
That's
We just have a
right.
bunch of flasks of alchemist
black
fires and
powder, yeah.
bombs.
Mhm.
So that we can just like throw a bunch of shit in a room.
Right.
We also need to steal the spooky book, and yeah.
I'll ask her
So-
that. Maurice, do you have any leads on a book of power that Valessa wields? Because we have 1 day left before, well, shit hits the fan. And we have to remove her power as much as we can. So anything that you know is helpful.
I mean, not a whole lot. We knew that she has some relics that she keeps to herself. It's always said that Ishkar was annoyed that they could never get their hands on it. So I would guess maybe that might be the book.
And Ishkar had did Ishkar ever even leave their library?
Yeah, every now and then.
Do you know the layout? Do you have any knowledge of the layout of the high rise? The Aurelian Rise temple?
I mean, yeah, I used to work there. Yeah, what do you need to get in there?
Yes.
Assuming it's either on her person or locked away somewhere. So we need to find the most likely place where we can snatch it.
I thought we knew where the book was.
Did we? Sorry.
We have a rough idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a rough idea of where the book is, but we'd like to pinpoint it because time is key in this case. Do you have any idea where?
Yeah, you could. There is one way you can get in, probably without being seen. Only problem is that's a catacombs, so I'm not sure how that would go. Given
Would I fit?
everything you've said. Oh, that's also a very good point. Yeah, I think you'd fit. Barely. You might scrape the walls a little bit.
That's fine.
There aren't any magic wards
Catacombs.
down there because it's sacred grounds. That even Valessa can't desecrate that sort of thing. But given that she can raise the dead, I would be concerned as to your chances.
Do you know of any other ways that might be not less conspicuous, but just other ways than the front door? Like a back door somewhere, a side door, or tower window.
I don't really know. I know that the western courtyard wall is a little weak. You could blow through that quite easily. Obviously, that would mean that everyone would know that you're there. So, I'd say
But
apart from that,
also-
you can probably. I know Charlie did it once. He dressed up as a cleric of the luminary and just kind of waltzed in. But he's very good at lying, so.
I am too.
Yeah, I don't think Gio and I are gonna pass for clerics of the luminary. He's like 9 feet tall. I'm a turtle. I think our couple options might be blow up a wall while there's another attack happening at the front. My family will help with that one a little bit, and I look at Maurice. I mean, like, you could also. That'd be really helpful. And we're gonna eliminate Valessa as we go in the sideway, or the catacombs are looks like to be our two options.
Well, we also still have Siler, who might be able to help us in some way, though I am fearful that he is being kept close by Valessa, so I don't know to what extent he can help us. But I am a great liar, and I have the ability to change faces nowadays, so we could also cause some sort of diversion, maybe?
That's what the resistance of my uncle are for.
Yeah.
And I look directly at Maurice and I go, listen, tomorrow is the day. It's when big fights happen in. Tell your peoples at the church
everybody on that.
Everyone, it's gonna be a party. People are gonna die. It's gonna be a great time.
Well, it's gonna be a time, at least.
I'm gonna banish Velissa to the ethereal plane. It's gonna go great. We're not gonna free a god. It's gonna be fine. And
We're gonna
Bellini's
free
just
the
like,
god.
Bellini's just like, yeah, totally. Like he's just saying this so that it's like, oh, we're gonna fuck this up so bad.
We fuck everything up, so we're gonna free a god.
What's your
I want to
idea,
avoid
Koo?
that. I want to free staff, uncursed staff.
Do you have any thoughts, Koo?
We need a backup plan. No offense, but no one has had any of the things that you've been looking for, Bellini. I'd rather not put all of our eggs in that basket.
True.
I think we shouldn't split up, but we might need to circle an area, like have people in different positions. So if one gets compromised, the others can go over to B, so we're not caught in the same web. Mostly, so if there is an explosion in the wall, we can sneak other people in through a different entrance, and maybe we can have someone posted just to the side or in the middle, or maybe
Wait,
even
our group, like the four of us, split up, or
no, not split up, but spread.
Yikes.
Big difference between split up and spread. Well, I'm very, very particular with my words. Just so a fireball can't hit us all, is that?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
So one of us can stay out in the shadows should one be discovered through whatever means. Because I think we do have to be a little bit under the radar. This. And I think the explosion is going to be a great distraction, but we should not be there when that happens. If we explode the wall with your family. I think we should utilize a different entrance if the wall is getting exploded as a distraction. And I think the catacombs might be dangerous. So perhaps if I can transform into someone important and transport you guys in as, I don't know, prisoners, perhaps. I could even transform into Sylar if we need to. That'll certainly catch Velissa's attention. Maybe we can guide her into something that we are at an advantage. If she hears Sylar has 3 of the troublemakers, maybe 2 if we keep Koo in the shadows. Because you and Geo stick out.
I don't stick out. He burps. Blech.
Of course you don't, darling. Just in the context of someone who is highly alert to your presence, you stick out. Just a teeny little bit.
He looks down at you and is like, I'm not, nah.
It is only because of your beauty that you stick out, darling.
It doesn't happen to be that I'm the only GIF in this city.
No. Radiant.
No, I agree though. That might work a little bit better. The only thing is, we should try and talk to Sylar before we do this.
Yes. We'll need to have some serious coding, because my big toe is telling me he is so far up Velissa's ass currently that we have to be very secretive with our message, and we have to be very clear on what we want from him. Because he knows our goal. We don't need to tell him our goal. He has a pact with the Sheer that he will not meddle with my affairs, at least. I think that was his deal. So we need something very specific to request of him in a very heavily encoded message. And what do we want? Help is too general.
I don't want to poo-poo your plan, but also Valessa knew, like, very much called us out before that fight that just happened. I don't know how secret and deceptive we can be. I mean, we can try.
Well, if she doesn't understand the context of the letter, she might know that we're asking Siler for help, but not know to what extent or what we ask of him. If it is something.
Yeah, we should talk to Siler 100%. It's more so Siler caught two of us is questionable when we've killed everything that she's thrown at us.
But she hasn't thrown Siler at us yet.
That's
Yeah,
also true.
I'm sure she's very.
We should talk to him
confident.
first. We should talk to him first for sure. Let's
I think
talk
we
to
do
him
need
first.
to be very clear what we want to ask of him, to not waste his time, because the stakes are very high currently. What do we actually want from him apart from not meddling? We want his help, but in what way? Do we want him to fight Valessa? Because I think that's not a request we can make of him. We can try.
But if he actually captures us and brings us in,
That might not be a bad idea, actually. And we can still have the explosion to... Sorry, Koo, I'm interrupting you.
I just wonder, do we actually trust Siler at all?
I don't trust him. But that's just me.
I don't really, but I do trust Sheer saying that he has a pact and that is binding.
Would we not rather just rely on the pact and not give him any information? He can't meddle in your affairs. I don't know that offering him the chance to cut our throats is going to help much more.
So fair. Don't know how else we can prepare, honestly, for this, because it's so. What is your thoughts on this, Maurice? Because you are here, standing during this conversation and listening intently, I'm sure.
Look, we can. I was typing, but I was listening.
Maurice, how did you get a keyboard? And how do you know what a keyboard is?
What's typing?
So we can. We can assault the Grand High Temple if that's what you guys want. I wouldn't trust Siler as far as I could throw him, but he has helped you guys out so far, so maybe he could help you find the book, give you a way to go.
Yeah.
He does owe us. We saved his sister.
Yeah.
If he can get us in or get us to the book, while if they attack one door, my family blows up a wall, like...
Yeah.
And then Siler just leads us in as prisoners.
We
can also ask him to lead us in, and he can decide on the best method. If that is leading us in as prisoners, it might be. But if it is through, for example, the catacombs or whatever, then he knows the Aurelian Temple better than us. So we could leave the method up to him. On how to
I would rather not leave anything up to him. I am not convinced he is on our side or going to act in our best interest.
Okay. We can ask him to open a door. Maybe we'll ask him to open all the doors and not be involved in our... I don't know. It's so difficult to decide.
I think giving him the least amount of information possible, though.
Yes. So, what we
I
need...
hate to say it, I think this is just a fucking all-out assault. We've gathered allies, and we gathered allies we can trust. Siler is allied sketchily.
What if we give him false information that won't harm him necessarily? But
I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we can use him. I just don't think we trust him.
Yeah.
Why don't we have him open a false door?
Yeah.
Tell him we're going through
the catacombs.
So Does the Resistance have any maps of the High Temple?
Yeah.
Can we identify like a back door that on paper looks good to use, but that we don't really, that we're just going to give up?
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't we tell him to open this door? If he posts up there with reinforcements to take us out, they'll be wasting time. If he's there, when shit hits the fan, he can join us or run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell the others to get ready for a full-on assault. I guess we're finally gonna do it.
We assault at dawn.
I'm gonna make a coded message. Let me reiterate what we want him to do. We want him to open a door? Which door?
I think-
Tell him we're going through the catacombs, not go through the catacombs.
We tell him we go to the catacombs, right? That's first.
If we're blowing up the west wall, do we tell him to open the east door?
I think we just tell him we're going to the catacombs
Okay, great.
to clear the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
know that the catacombs opens up into the sort of smaller chapel towards the, funnily enough, eastern side. The way the High Temple is laid out, there's obviously the big entrance that you guys saw with the long sort of hall. Off on the left-hand side, there is the Hall of Vows, which is, again, a massive, sort of more domed adjacent building. I was going to say a word and I completely forgot it was. Then you've got a smaller chapel. There seems to have been the original chapel. That is where the catacombs come out of. And then you've got one other building that has various different rooms in it.
And where is the book where do we think the book is? Is that
So
in the main?
Yeah, so there's a tower in the Hall of Vows that sort of peeks out from the dome, and it's said that the book is in there.
That is a central thing, more leaning left, more right, or west or east.
It's slap
or...
bang in the middle at the back.
Right, okay,
Gotcha.
so direction doesn't matter in that sense. We just have to get into the Aurelian Temple. We tell Cider we're going through the catacombs. We tell him to clear the way. We do not go through the catacombs. Where do we go through? Because we've
So
blown
you
up
would
the
be
west
blowing
wall.
up the west wall, which is the Hall of Vows.
So that might actually still be a good entrance. So we
Yeah.
can...
Yeah.
Why don't
We can tell Cider-
post up on the east? Why don't we post up on the other side and try to find a door to just enter in through on the other end?
On the east or
Yeah.
north?
Asking Cider to clear the catacombs will spread his forces thin. The
To
blow
the
up of the
east.
western wall, yes, the blowing up the western wall will spread the western forces thin. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Then either we go through the front door or find a back door. But do we see any trace of a back door on the map? Is that even possible, or would we be wasting our time?
Yeah. The smaller chapel is obviously the original building, so there would be another door on that building.
And Geo can also toss us through a stained glass window if needed. I mean, honestly, he's big
Definitely.
and strong. Okay.
I might need S help
I've
getting
opened
me through the
pain,
window.
Don't worry.
So.
We'll help blow up the wall then. But okay, we can find a back door
Yeah.
to the original chapel.
North.
Have distractions on west and east. Have the forces spread thin, and then we'll sneak as much as we can to the tower containing the book. Nab that. Do we destroy the book?
No, because it's a binder. It's another chain.
We keep the book.
So we would have all 4 relics if we steal the book.
You can try and destroy it if you want. It
We
was
have-
never said
which is-
that the items themselves were the chains. It was said that you can use them to break it.
Right. We have my locket, Geo's hammer. Oh, the sword of Draz Vodorkin is also one. Is that what it was? And then the book. That's the fourth one. I'm not
The
clear
sword
on
was
Draz's
never
sword.
confirmed, but it was a very good guess.
Don't I have the sword?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have 3. I thought we had 2, only your hammer and my locket, but we have then probably, maybe, perhaps 3. We get the book. Okay, I think that sounds solid.
Okay.
I think-
So
Sorry,
I've drawn a diagram in Paint, and I'm posting it in our Discord.
Amazing. I'll work on an encrypted message to Siler.
should we
Oh,
leave
weird.
one of these items or hide one of these items? They aren't
Yeah,
all
I-
in one place.
Can we entrust one to your uncle, do you think?
I say we hide it where we're the only 4 people that know where it is.
That is true.
Here,
Do we
you.
wanna-
Can we
Bellini,
just
continue
bury
to work-
one?
Well, here. Bellini, you work on the map. Lorrea, you work on the message. Geo, you do what you're going to do to prepare, and I'll find a spot to hide the amulet or hide one of the items that
Yes.
won't be found.
Perfect. I'll give Ku the necklace because that is the smallest and that's probably the easiest to hide. And it has so far not given me any benefits, so I'm happy to part with it. So yeah,
Gio's
we
gonna
now
fall
have-
asleep.
Well, Lorraine is gonna write a secret message, and Emerald's gonna think on the words a little bit.
And I will sneak off to hide the locket. Or
Yeah. Question for the DM: does the sun rise in the east in this land?
Yes. Just because
Okay.
it would be a pain in the ass if it didn't.
Hey guys, I'm an expert plan maker. Wait to hold on. D&D. Nope, that's not the right D&D folder. D&D map or D&D plan. There you go. Like, and please
Hell
show
yeah.
the stream if you have a way.
Oh, that is just diabolical.
Wait, I might be able to do this. Pictures, plan.
Okay, so the tower's to the north, and we're gonna
No, the tower's in the
Maurice
middle.
and there was
Tower's in the middle. We
Tower's
enter
in
through
the
the
middle?
north. Yes. We enter through the middle, through the old chapel. The tower is
no
smack in the
no.
middle.
We're not going through the catacomb. That's where we're
No,
sitting Siler,
chapel.
and there was. Yeah, that's through the west.
No, that's the north. The
No,
west
he
is
said
the...
the west is the wall we're blowing up. And that's how
Okay.
we're entering.
Okay.
Is my map correct? How is my map
No.
wrong?
Light
Okay.
game, please.
So
Clear up.
there is a
And
there
I
is
will make edits.
there
file.
is okay, so there is the main hall at the top of the steps, which you guys saw with
And
the big
that's
door.
in the south. That's the
There's
south.
just I'm starting in the middle. There's a big
Okay.
door. There is a hall in there. On the left, there is a even bigger hall, which has a sort of dome-like shape, and there's a tower in the middle of that. That is the
And that's to the
western
west.
side. On the
Right,
eastern
that's the side
side
we're
is
gonna
a
blow up.
smaller chapel that you can sneak into
From the catacombs.
from the catacombs. Or if you manage to get your way in, there is a door that you can use.
Okay, wait. Okay, so then this is also chapel. Nope, wrong color. Chapel. Cat and chapel. Okay. And there is a door. But we don't want to go that way because we're sending Siler to the catacombs in the east side of the grounds. So we want to, and then the tower is on the western side. So I need to erase this where I wrote tower originally and make this arrow smaller. And now tower. And then we make it red. And we blow up the wall and we go in the tower. And then there's a big building here. And then there's steps that lead up. And then there's a bunch of rooms in the middle, correct?
Yes.
Okay. File, save as. Nope. No, I want to make a copy. Save as. PNG. Plan updated. Okay. Rain, be ready. Plan updated. For those watching at home, Maurice and the Resistance are going to storm the southern doors in the main building. And they're going to try to get into the rooms in the middle of the map. And lock down that area. We're sending Siler to the east and into the chapel. So hopefully he takes his army there. The Turtle Gang and us are going to blow up the western wall, because that is the closest wall to the tower. And then we're going to try and steal the book and then join the Resistance in the middle room where we presume Valessa to be. If Valessa's not waiting for us in the tower. I think this is our plan.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I have my
Because-
message as well. Sorry, go ahead.
No. You're good. I'm 3D space is tricky when we're
Yeah.
I will find you a reference. I'm
you
building
don't
it
like
right now.
cool. I think I did a great job. Oh wait.
Yeah.
I labeled the book in the wrong place.
We get it. It's in the tower, in the penis
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah.
No.
In the cock and
no.
balls.
It's not in the Cock and Balls. That's a separate building. I forgot to draw the tower here
Sorry,
on the
but
western side.
what is the cock and balls then? Because it's in the middle, and that's
That's
where the tower is.
That's the main building.
Welcome
The
to
tower
D&D,
in the
everyone.
book is to the west.
I hope you guys are having
The main
fun.
building with like Valessa's quarters are in the main
Okay.
building in the Cock and Balls.
Okay, but the tower is to the left,
The tower is where the red arrow is.
but it's in the middle. The tower.
No, the tower is on the western side in the old
What?
chat. Yes.
Okay.
Am I
I trust
correct,
you guys.
Lycan? Right?
Yes,
The tower's
It was
on
in the
western
middle.
side
You
of
said
the
it was in the
grid.
middle.
in the middle of the western side, is what I said.
Oh.
Yes, sorry. There's a
Okay.
building. There's a singular ball on the western side with a tower rising out of it. There's a
I'm
singular
almost
dome
done.
structure with
Oh, well, that fucked it.
There was an accident in its childhood, so there's only one ball remaining.
Okay, Shall I? No, you're busy. Never mind.
Hold on. There's a circle
There it is. Where?
and then tower.
So,
Give me
so
2
complicated, but
seconds.
it's also like the most important one we're going to have probably in this arc. mission.
Plan updated with tower. Okay.
Do not just copy your paint and paste it.
Good on.
I'm stealing people's
Yeah, that
assets.
is absolutely not a cock and ball shaped tower, but perfect.
Well, because there's only one ball, and it rises out of the middle of the ball. So.
I will not go into different ball sacks and how they are. I mean, I guess I am by saying this. I would say it's not an unfamiliar sight. I'll be honest with you. Make it
I mean,
be
you've seen
one whole
Siler's.
thing.
I was about to say,
Oh.
yeah. How does Siler compare?
I will not indulge how Siler's balls look. No,
Hey, Goblin.
that is a lady never tells. Apparently, I wouldn't know. I'm not a lady, but I won't tell Siler.
Ooh, okay. If you all reopen Tailspire,
Woo!
Oh,
Let me just
Oh,
switch over so you guys can see.
shit. All right, I'll open Tailspire, and then just let me know when I can share my coded message.
Oh, it's furnished and everything. God damn. Excellent.
Oh,
I'm gonna use that.
sheesh.
Amazing. Oh, that tower's off by a smidge. I don't actually care that much.
Guess
It's
you have
so
to start
big.
all over.
even if I zoom out, I can't see it all.
That is
Big map.
the idea.
I knew I should have just let Tailspire open.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
what I was
closed
thinking
it.
too.
I just
Summon
opened
me,
paint
Papa.
over it.
Give me a minute. Can't find the fucking edge of this box.
Sorry, viewers, this is taking a while, but this is very important shit, and we like to be prepared. Don't discriminate people.
Oh yeah, I have not looked at
Wait,
chat.
we
Listen,
like
I'm
to be
just
prepared.
I'm just saying, sometimes the two balls are like the sack is okay. Never mind. Never mind. Sometimes they look like one, right? Like one big one.
I'm so glad you guys can't see my face right now.
Oh, I just realized I could zoom up. Okay, there we go. Oh.
Can I
Okay.
be allowed in?
Give me a minute.
Let me in. Let me in.
Cue Eric Andre meme.
Right there. Oh, thank God, that was annoying me.
Oh, I'm being let in.
That's what he said.
Hey-o!
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
Okay. So this copper and quartz Minecraft ass tower is where the book is.
Yes.
Yeah, on the western side of the building.
Right. The catacombs
so-
are to the west, to the east. Sorry.
To the
Okay.
east of the like shitty old looking building attached
Yeah.
to this big nice building.
It is meant to
Is-
be
Yeah.
smaller, but I stole people's assets, so I couldn't be bothered to make that.
Ah, that's fine. That's
Um,
fine.
Is where the entrance to the catacombs and the eastern gate is, that we're in theory going to send Siler over here. Maurice and company are going to attack the bottom,
South?
the south door. We're going to blow up the wall on the west and essentially
Yeah.
enter into this building on the west and
Yeah.
beeline it for the tower to try to steal the book.
Okay.
And there is no assault on the north side of this map.
So
'Cause
we
I think
are
it's a
going.
big cliff.
We are going through the blow up because there was a back door in the old chapel which led to the Hall of Vows, which led to the tower.
Yes, but the reason we're not going through the door in the chapel is because that's where we're sending Siler and his potential guards.
What? No, but that was the chapel was in the back and the catacombs were in the east. I'm 100% confused. Again, I thought I had it settled. Where is the old chapel?
On the right.
Because there was
On
a
the
back
east.
door. Okay, so no chapel. Okay.
Let me do away with west and east. Okay, chapel is on the right. The western, sorry, the wall you want to blow up is on the left.
Right.
The tower is on the
left,
left.
but yeah.
The catacombs are on the right.
Right. Yes.
That's it.
Okay. Listen. Okay. Fine. Yes, I trust you guys to understand it better than me. I'm 100% confused. But sure. It won't affect my message. That's still solid, I think. But it was very confusing.
Describing space is always confusing. That's why maps
Yeah.
exist.
This was awful.
Listen,
All right.
Lycan, I know what your next TikTok clip can be. It's just this 30-minute chunk of time where we talk about cock and balls.
Yeah, TikTok loves 30-minute TikToks. That does so well in the algorithm. All right, shall I share my secret message that I'm gonna give more? And
Yeah, absolutely.
okay, let's move on from this space. I have conjured up, lay the dead of sunrise to rest. The raven's bloom knows white rot keeps the lily near, keep the lily to the shade. So I'll break it down. Lay the dead of sunrise to rest refers to clear the catacombs. We know Valessa keeps you close, is the Raven's bloom knows white rot keeps the lily near. White rot is Valessa. Siler bloom is Lareia. We know that she keeps you near. Keep the lily to the shade is like fuck off, stick to the shadows, don't meddle. That's
Okay.
the message. So lay the dead of sunrise to rest. The raven's bloom knows white rot keeps the lily near, keep the lily to shade.
Okay.
And that is going to go to tomorrow and sent off to Siler.
Okay. I will roll to see if he understands it. Anything else?
From that message. Not from Lareia, no.
I fill my family in on the assault plan.
I need to go hide that thing.
Okay. How are you filling
Oh,
in the I've forgotten what their names are. Giuseppe and Valduccio.
I'm gonna go back to that warehouse. And I'm gonna go to Varduccio.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, cousin, we have a plan. I need your help. Because you and your people are the only ones who can help me. And I brown nose a bit and puff his ego up. And I let him know that tomorrow we're going to the resistance is going to assault the main door. We are going to attack and we're going to blow up the left wall of the Aurelian Rise where the tower is.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my party are going to enter, steal a magic book, and then eliminate Valessa. And we need your help to eat the fodder that and help us blow up this wall.
Okay.
And once I brown nose Varduccio and blow some smoke up his ass like he's the most important person in the world, we're gonna go tell Giuseppe.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes enough sense. Cool. Where are you going?
Probably staying around the lower city. I'll probably do like a bunch of not circles, but take like a very circular route to just find an abandoned house or abandoned apartment and hide it on like the top floor in like the attic.
Yeah, make a... Well, you don't even need to make a roll for that because you know where it is. Just make a stealth check as you're sort of moving about. And make a stealth and a perception roll for me, please.
Alright. I'm gonna put my hood up for my Cloak of Elven Kind.
Amazing.
Alright. So that is advantage on that. It's just a 26 on my stealth. And a nice 22 on my perception.
Interesting. As you're sort of moving about, you go to one house and you get this weird sense, like this prickle at the back of your neck. And as you turn, like beneath the hood, you watch as someone steps back into an alley. And you decide maybe this isn't a good idea. You double back on yourself, use a couple more roads, slip back, and as far as you're aware, you haven't seen them since. You're almost 100% sure they haven't managed to follow you. And you put that away.
Alright. I will head back. And I will relay where it is in the morning.
Okay.
This Geo is fully asleep. And I don't know what fucking dream shit he's getting into.
Okay. Let me just finish that. Yes, Geo. What are you up to other than just sleeping? Are you doing anything to prepare, or are you
No,
just
I'm
taking a nap?
I'm taking my longest rest possible. And snuggling up with my 2 cursed weapons. And my badges.
And your badges. Don't forget that they're really important.
Yeah.
Okay. Bellini, you've let some people know. Are you doing anything else with your time?
I'm attuning to my talking doll.
Oh, of course you are. Why did I even give you that thing, honestly?
And I one of the 6 phrases I teach it is hello, my name is Talking Doll.
Okay.
But like creepy and childlike.
Mhm.
Because this thing is creepy and not cute currently. I will be making it cute later. And one of the other phrases, I haven't decided on the other 4, is would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? Yeah.
I mean,
and
yeah, I
then-
can't really say no, so
Yeah. And then I also transfer all of my items to my backpack. And yeah, and leave a bunch of stuff behind because the bag of holding was very useful. So I will manage my inventory at a later moment. But currently all that's in the bag of holding is a bag of shit and nothing else.
Bag of Geo shit.
Oh, and 20,000 ball bearings. Sorry.
Oh, of course, yeah, because why would you
Yeah.
have those?
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. But like you just see Bellini pulling like papers and manacles and inkwells and like a ton of rope and like random bullshit out of his bag and like starts organizing it, puts some of it on the cart, puts some of it like in a backpack. You see him pull out like some big sacks of ball bearings and he puts those back in there. And then Bellini prays to Zephrix before he goes to bed. And then Bellini also summons F and has a conversation with him, even though F can't really respond.
Okay, what are
But
you conversing with him about?
that he might die tomorrow.
Wow.
This is the like first
That could
time
be.
Bellini has been like Bellini this entire time has had an existential crisis since the moment we got here. Because the first thing his companions did was join the revolution against the government they came here to diplomat against. And goes, so listen, tomorrow might be the last time I summon you, because if I die, I won't be able to summon you again. And he like sets up a little tea party for him and F to have while this happens. And he goes, listen, and he like peers over, make sure Gio is asleep. You're my best friend.
Oh, that's adorable.
And I couldn't have done any of this without you. I want you to know that I thought I was always going to be a city turtle. And then you showed up, and then I got magic powers, and yeah, I just appreciate you. And thanks. And then he also we're gonna write a letter home because it's important. My mom knows what happens, and I know you won't be able to deliver it, but I want your input in case you have anything you want to add. And then Bellini writes a letter home to his parents that he then writes this letter detailing all the events that have kind of happened as they left home and traveled from Tessisrela to Obscura. All the stuff that's happened here. And then at the very end he writes and goes, to Mom and Dad and everyone else at home, I love you. I know the Burrow House and Lucky Shell are in good hands with you. This isn't what I expected, but Eth and I went on an adventure, and I'm not just a simple city turtle anymore. I love you. I think I'm doing good. Take care of Gio if he makes it out of here and I don't. And watch out for the little people in the city. I don't know if the government will give you anything if I die, but ask. And do good and help those in need. And I seal this letter up. And I think for a second. F writes signs his name also. And then I go, I look at the group and I'll be right back. I gotta give something to my uncle. And I run back to my uncle's place. And I don't give it to him. I find his like I don't give it to him or Verduccio, but I give it to like some Verduccio's
Give it to
right
Tony.
hand. Yeah, I give it to Tony. Well, no, Tony's gonna fight tomorrow. I want to give it to I give it to Tony. I go, Tony. I know you haven't. Has Tony been to Tessusrela, or does he stay here in Obscura? Have I seen Tony before this?
Roll a d12.
One, two. That's a D10. I know there's a D12 here. Here it is. I got a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Anything above 6?
I got. Cool, Tony. Listen. Tomorrow's gonna be something else. If you can't deliver this, I need you to give this to somebody who can get it back to Tessusrela. So if you got a ship heading out tonight, heading that way, or something, or somebody who's not fighting with us tomorrow, it's really important this makes it back to my folks.
He sort of nods. He will definitely do that.
I hand him 10 gold, and I don't know if this is enough to get it there, but yeah. Also, if I survive, don't mail it. Depending on how tomorrow goes. And then I go back to where the group is, and I go to sleep. Holding both the talking doll F in sock puppet in sock doll sack doll form and the stuffed monkey that I won as a prize. And it just yeah, and you just see Bellini sleeping holding 3 stuffed animals.
Yeah, one of those is not a stuffed animal. One of them is a creepy fucking doll.
Happens to look like Geo.
So is F. F is a creepy sack doll. But F is very cute in sack doll form, and the other is a sock monkey. So Bellini loves all of them equally. F, oh, actually no, that's a lie. Bellini loves F the most. But yeah, it helps with the night terrors that Bellini has developed.
Okay. Does anyone
Bellini
want to
teaches the doll a 3rd phrase, I love you.
I love you. Does anyone want to do anything else before we turn in for the night?
No.
No? Geo?
Well, Larea will pray to Ashir as if he is a god, but not. He isn't actually, but she'll look.
Okay, roll me a percentile dice, please.
Oh. 60, essentially. Do I need to roll 2?
Is it 60 or
You want
6?
60?
Because they're 2 different things.
I rolled 1 die, which was a d10, which is 6, so if it was a d100, it would be 60. Do you want me to roll both so I can do, more precise?
I need a... if it's 60, then that's fine.
Alright, 60.
Okay.
That's it for me.
As I was saying, Geo, as you're peacefully whistling off into sleep, you come into sort of an open meadow, and you're stood around admiring maybe a more peaceful time. And you come to the realization that you're not alone as you're standing in this meadow, sitting on an old tree stump, sort of moving his feet back and forwards. It's very scholarly looking. He's got slick back ginger hair, which has changed a little bit now, and there's soft lines of different trailing pieces of blue amongst it. You met someone called Alistair, and he is sitting once again in front of you in a very immaculate velvet silver embroidered long coat and like a ruffled cravat shirt, and is just sort of sunning himself. And before he turns to you, well, this has been very fun. Oh, sorry, yes, it's Alistair again. The casual observer.
Yeah, I remember you were in all of our dreams.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we all had the same dream.
Well, yeah, I'm a pretty enchanting person. Yeah.
Sure.
Just want to let you know, I hope it all goes well tomorrow, It's, I've kind of enjoyed watching you and your friends, so it'd be a shame if something bad happened.
Yeah. You can't tell me who the good god is that's in my dreams normally, can you?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you want her actual name or just, like, the one that people know her by?
Both, please.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah. And he, just because I have to look it up, he reaches in and he, like, grabs, like, a journal and he's, like, flipping through the different pages. Where is she? Where are you? Why? Who organized this? It was
You did.
You did.
It was me. It was me, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. And he sort of flips through it and he's like moving across. Yeah. Of course. Her name is Nalara.
Is that what people know her as, or what her actual name is?
Oh no, most people just call her the Dreamstess, but the Lady of Reverie, the Lady of Dreams, all that fanciness.
So why is she in my dreams, and why did she stop the god of torment from taking over my body or mind?
Well, you see, he flicks through his journal a little bit more. Given that you are a Gith, I would assume probably because the far realm and the astral plane aren't that far from the dreaming. Maybe she's got a soft spot for those with a little bit more spark in their heart.
You're not just saying that because I can literally use astral spark, are you?
I mean, that was kind of implied, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, I wasn't even aware of who you were until that moment. So, yeah. Great.
Well, if you're in my
champion.
dream and she is the dreamstress, you two probably know each other, right?
Oh no, she abhors me. Yeah. And this is more like a vision than a dream.
Oh, so if I scream loud enough, she wouldn't come here.
Well, I wouldn't encourage it. Who knows what might happen.
Well, there's 3 people that could be here. You, the Lord of Torment, and her, so...
Well, I'm not,
We could just have a party in my mind.
Well, I'd say I'm always with you now. Sure.
It's creepy.
Yeah, well, it comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Well,
You
thanks
did
for
well
the wishing me
in-
luck.
You did well in the combat.
I did well because I was paralyzed and I just took a bunch of damage for everyone.
Well, yeah, I would say so. I'm just here to boost you up. That's all.
You're
other
kind of
friends-
slacking.
The other friends aren't here, are they?
No, not that I know of. I went to bed before them, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. You kind of suck for someone that enters people's dreams and doesn't give actual objects or power.
Yeah, I've been told that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't just enter dreams, I can make corporeal form. In a way.
So can you help us tomorrow?
I mean, I could try. Sure.
Okay.
That would mean your friends would be able to see me as well. So.
Well, haven't they already seen you?
Well, no, but I mean, they will actually see me, like
Oh,
in real life.
yeah. I mean, I'm a talking hippo man from outer space, so it's not
Do you
the
know what?
weirdest thing they'll probably see.
That's very true, and I've met a bunch of weird people. You are definitely on the list.
Good. Hopefully, I'm at the top of the list. I like being on top.
Well, I mean, didn't think we were going to get into that sort of business, but
I
sure,
meant top
whatever.
of lists.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. If you want me to help, I will be there.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm always
absolutely.
there, but sure, I will be there more, if that's possible.
Yeah. Can you call the Lord of Torment for me? I want to talk to him too.
It's less so much of a call, more. I see what you did there. It's very clever. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you caught me out. Yeah. That's. What can I say? It's less. I mean, I could try. Sure. What do you want to tell him? What should I tell him?
You can just tell him that he sucks dicks and he's not going to be revived tomorrow.
He will not take that well, but sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That's fine. I'm the one possessed by him, not you. So
I mean, technically that's true, yeah. Wow, this is giving me a lot to think about. And you see, he just walks.
oh wait, before you leave,
Yeah.
can you tell Nilara that I appreciate her and I'll probably need her help tomorrow too?
I can't really contact her. That's
Damn.
out of my reach, sort of thing.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
But you could probably find her if you tried hard enough.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it does sound like a lot of effort, doesn't it? And then
Yeah.
it just sort of fades as he walks away.
That was a
You
weird
will
dream.
Benefit from a long rest.
Okay.
Rain, would you like to inform or confirm what I think you might have figured out?
Wait, which part of what I figured out?
Just any theory. I'm intrigued now.
That Nilara has been following us. That Alstar has also been following us. And that he might show up tomorrow. And he's also been fucking with us in his own way. Oh, and I also told the Lord of Torment to suck a dick. Or left him a message. So.
I mean, in a way, you're right. And you will find out. We obviously pick up the next morning. You guys go through the normal rigmarole of your day. Where are my notes? There it is. As you're gathering, I'm guessing you stayed at the HQ, or did you go back to the Cock and Weasel?
No, I'd say underground.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a stay in hiding type of deal. But we do we want Maurice to like? I feel like we wouldn't leave like nobody watching it. Like I feel like somebody would be watching in case like Siler showed up or something.
What, the cock and balls?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's our concern, Loraya would stay with the cock and balls, yeah. If it's about Siler.
It's more so like does Siler send a messenger or somebody for us type of deal.
She would probably prefer to send Morrow to the cock and balls.
Okay.
If he didn't already immediately send Morrow back with a counter message. I think she would probably stay underground though herself. But if we want to insist on something, So, are we more comfortable with Morrow staying at the balls or Rhea?
Morrow.
A weasel.
I was not gonna. I
wasn't gonna correct you either.
I was not gonna correct you.
It was.
That's
It was
probably
too
my
funny.
fault.
I wasn't gonna say anything either. Yeah.
I guess Morrow, because he would be able to like come. Yeah.
You better finish that
Morrow makes
sentence,
more
Blue.
sense.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna correct you.
It
was funny. Yeah, we should have Morrow stay there just in case, because he's the one who would come back with a message. So
Yes.
it's better than some like random resistance member.
Why did we choose that in name? All right, yeah, Morrow stays at the weasel in case Siler sends a message back that he didn't already immediately give back to Morrow, because as soon as Morrow gets a message, he would beeline it to Larea.
Okay. So as you begin to leave, you don't hear anything back from Siler. You can see all the different members of the Resistance. Some of them have already left. You can see Maurice is busy moving some things before she herself also leaves. And you know that they will be at the bottom of the High Temple steps. You guys didn't really mention what time you would say it, apart from Bellini saying at dawn. And very much in a Critical Role fashion, everyone was like, nope, that's too early. We're gonna go for like noon. Noon sounds better.
I mean, go time when you
noon,
hear
we
a big
plan.
explosion. Yeah.
But yes, you guys obviously make your way. Where are you putting yourselves? I need you to lock it in now.
On the western wall, like we're blowing up the western wall and going in that way.
Cool.
So yeah.
Let me just quickly double check.
Yeah.
3d6, so that would be average of 9.
Like, and how late do we plan on going tonight? Are we assaulting the
We're
raid
not assaulting
that-
now. We're just finishing up.
Okay.
So you win. It will take 5 black powder bombs to blow up this wall if you pack them all together.
Cool.
Because that's an average of 9, and it had 45 hit points. So
Cool.
roughly 5.
Cool.
I'll sacrifice 2 of my 3.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice 3, honestly, because I have shit decks, so I might
Sure.
as well not throw them.
Okay.
Yep.
And as we sort of pull away from this scene, you will watch as in the southern promenade, 1, then 2, then a third, and the rebels begin to swarm in. You see some of them are dressed in old Obscura armor. Some just carrying like pitchforks and clubs, anything they manage to get their hands on. Off to one side, you see the soft masks of the Lucky Shell mob, as they're known, each with a speckled green color, and Varduccio off on one side, leaning against what appears to be a very small barrel with a sort of cigar clenched between his teeth. And then the bells begin to toll. Low and solemn. Across the city, 3 beats, and then silence before it repeats again. One person lobs a bomb towards the steps. as it explodes in a burst of fire and powder. You watch as the guards begin to swarm and retaliate, as this sacred sanctuary turns into more of a war zone, with people fleeing, people throwing things. Some armored knights rally to the fray, only to be swallowed by different flame and smoke. You watch as Maurice herself fires off an arcing radiant bolt towards one of them that just bursts in this very divine flame. And that is where we are going to end our session, as cowering behind the nearest bench, apart from Geo, who likes to watch the explosion, the western wall explodes in a burst of rubble and stone, as a vast, open cavern into the Hall of Vows is created. And inside, a couple of strewn priests now lie unconscious across the floor, as once more the bells echo. Thank you very much for joining me. And before we do end, finally, all four of you notice that sitting on a ledge on the top of the roof, armed in a green little mask made of silk, is that copper ginger hair, now shorn at the sides. He's got dark eyeliner that's been spread across, and he's holding a bomb of his own as he throws it at one of the nearest knights. Alistair, just perched. Thank you very much for being my Wyrdcast. We will be back.
Not next week.
Not next
the
week.
Americans.
Because the American. Also, I have a birthday party, so that coincides very well. Not next week, but the week
tomorrow?
after. And tomorrow we have Festival of the Eternal Light,
Yes.
episode 2?
Yes.
Episode
Exactly.
2, let's go.
Cool.
For anyone that missed Friday's session, which was offline, the YouTube video will go up on Tuesday, I believe. And we might even do a rerun over on Twitch as well. But until then, say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me, now back to dark Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. goodbye.